Well, tonight is a live stream regarding aircraft carriers. We're going to be doing about 2.5 hours of gameplay with countdowns, and I'll be playing the carriers, maybe the occasional other ship, and you're more than welcome to try and stream snipe in destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and carriers if you so wish, but just bear in mind that if you do play a carrier, the chances are less. Hello Vaz, hello Brandon, welcome to my stream sniping special. Rightio. We are all set to go. This stream somehow managed to get itself all sorted pretty much straight at the start. So let's play carriers for about 2 hours. How does that sound? Brandon, stream sniping me, I'll report you. I'm not stream sniping you, but you're going to be stream sniping me, I hope. Right, so we're going to start off with the host show, and we'll do some quick run-throughs. I'll be in literally the hour between the two streams. I have been just chatting away with some with Turnobus. Hello, GJ. Host show's better. It's just better. I know. Right, things to bear in mind with the commanders. First trait, both of them are fine. Second trait, one-way ticket is pointless because it doesn't actually change your torpedo damage, so skip it and go for Dark Silhouette. Any of these are fine, they all work, okay? When it comes to this one, Burn Baby Burn, it does improve the fire chance of your bombs, but it doesn't change the damage of your bombs. So, I would recommend going for the other one, and then both of these are fine. And it's exactly the same when it comes to the Langley or Ernest King, okay? So when it comes to Ernest King, okay, they're both fine. They're all fine as well. Burn Baby Burn does the fire chance, but doesn't change the bomb damage, okay? And then everything else is fine, okay? Also, that means when it comes to inspirations, any inspiration that you think would account towards the damage of your aircraft torpedoes or bombs doesn't, okay? So whether that's reduced torpedo detectability, won't do it. Improved torpedo damage, won't do it. So anything that affects inside the aircraft carrier commanders, or inspiration wise, that changes the damage of your torpedoes or bombs, doesn't work. Okay, so getting that straight off the bat. Why are the commanders maxed out? Because they're granted you maxed out. When you complete the carrier mission, the carriers are granted you maxed out. Well, the carriers and the commanders, unless you've done the event, which first to fly, then that's what I got. Now here I am using Swerty, obviously to maximise concealment. I am using Bruce Fraser, but he's not amazing. But it's very awkward to pick what else to go for. HP was just ship tier. Silence useless, rotor ship's useless. That's useless. That's useless. That's useless. Because that Oh, that might help, maybe. But yeah, a lot of these don't help. Tanaka's useless. That doesn't help. That's probably... I suspect that's useless. Let's check. That's one thing I didn't check. We don't get any torpedo stats, so I suspect it wouldn't work. And if it did work, there's no way of confirming it. Now, where did I get to? That's useless. Useless. That might help. Yeah, so a lot of these inspirations are probably useless. There's not a lot of secondaries on these at the moment. Yeah, so when it comes to the inspirations, there's nothing really super exciting. So I'm just going to leave it as is. So, are people ready for a countdown? Hello, Sniper Patch. Hello. Played carriers. I was shocked. Bad managed to land torpedoes. When it comes to bombs, God help me, can't manage to land any hits. Yeah. The dispersion of the bombs is the big issue, I think. Anyway, we will try our first countdown. So, what about the trans for the German carriers when they come out eventually? Franz, yes, okay. We can make a case for Franz von Hipper on German carriers whenever they turn up. But yes, rightio. So let's see if we can do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So we'll try that. Vaz, I just watched a Russian DD charge at a carrier from across the map until he's 1.5 away and torped the carrier to death while the carrier couldn't touch him. Exactly. This is the thing. At the moment, if you're a destroyer commander, the only thing you have to be concerned about these is almost if someone asks their carrier to come spot you. And usually that's because you're trying to skirt around and stuff like that and you've got noticed. Most of the time, carriers can't touch you. All they can do is spot you. So, the queue times are about 2 minutes, I'm finding. And no, there's no rum in it. So we're locked in now. And also you got to remember there's a yeah, this is the thing, like the carriers is like a 2-minute wait, so I wonder if sometimes there's, well, in that case it was only a minute, which isn't too bad. My only thoughts would be maybe if you delay by 30 seconds or something. Vaz, did you get any new British cruisers? Well, I boosted 1 week of the campaign, which did grant me a load of crates, and yes, I did then purchase the bundle of big crates. And so far, I have got the Hawkins and the Devonshire, I should say. I'm not going to push too hard for the Surrey, because the chances of getting the Surrey are only like 0.5 to 1% of a chance. Ooh. So, as a carrier, I'd like to start at half speed going forwards. The reason being is going backwards or staying still, I just don't like the idea of that. Also, you have really good AA, so it's worth keeping up with your team. We'll start off with a flight of bombers. So obviously you get that... So use, in this case, using R2 to launch. Once up in the air, left, right, slow down, speed up. Also, you can see the engine temperature changes as you speed up or slow down, I think. Obviously, you can look around, so you can get quite nice views of your aircraft. Get a good idea what's going on around you. Obviously, your aircraft get detected. So you always have to just check what you're looking for. To be honest, I've been on about testing this, so I need to just test it. So I'm just going to quickly get rid of some bombs, because I don't want to lose too many aircraft. So I'm just doing some safety drops to try and send some aircraft back to the carrier. Because what I want to try and get tangled with this catapult fighter on this Dougie Truon here. So I want to see if he does anything. Does actually work quite nicely. So that confirms that catapult fighters from cruisers are effective. I just wanted to confirm it because so far in all the games I've played, I actually haven't come across any catapult fighters on cruisers. So I wanted to obviously confirm they actually worked. Now with the way they're AFKs, basically means that they just continue in the direction and the speed that you left them at. When you're down on your carrier, you can use the square button, whatever it is, just to cycle between your aircraft. In this case, let's take some torpedo bombers up. The planes are at least fun to fly, yes. I suppose you have all the British ships that are on sale, right? I didn't know they'd be going on sale. No, I didn't know they'd be going on sale either. But yes, I do have all of them. So no bargains for me, unfortunately. However, yeah, as Brian says, basically similar to PC, yeah. So therefore, some of the mechanics as to how to dodge the flak clouds and stuff is actually quite similar as well. So here I'm just shaking it around, just avoiding the flak clouds. Going down now. Now I like, with the torpedo bombers, I like to slow down as I'm going down, because then that just maximises the time for your reticle to tighten up. Now the orange area is where your torpedoes will be arming, so they won't be useful, so you want to just get that as close as you can. Let's see, we should be able... So 2 torpedo hits. Need to obviously turn as quickly as possible, get some dodging done, because... usually I seem to lose more aircraft on the way out than I do on the way in. Avoid that flak cloud. Slow it down. I also find that when you slow it down, the moving your reticle when you're going down and in doesn't really widen too much. Oh no, they both hit, that's good. So we can go back to the carrier now. Now I do prefer torpedo bombers in all honesty. We're going to go after the Wyoming next then. Because the, there goes the Ichi. No, what's the only crates that interest me are the Lunar New Year crates, because it's the only crate which with ships I don't have. What, my Yukus? Wyoming. Oh yeah, I guess they are premium Maikus. I guess you can always, yeah, that's the other one. Like with the British heavy cruisers, you can research them. So I usually try to save my engine speed performance until I'm charging in. It's usually like now. Slow it down. Speed it up. No, I'm going to call these back. There's only 2 left. I've only got 2 left on the carrier. So I'm going to start pointing my carrier up north just in case the game does have to go the whole distance. So the dive bombers are very tricky, personally I find. Brandon up to 5 kills in my game. Very nice, very nice. All the other crates got premiums that you're talking about premiums, yeah. That's fair, that makes a bit more sense. Well, not exactly much left of this game. Actually, to be honest, this is actually the highest damage game I've done in the carrier. It very much is a learning curve that I am having to get used to, but not high. Like, I'm not really getting super high damage games or anything like that. I haven't even got a single kill in this game. The maximum I've done is like 2 kills. Here's the carrier. So their carrier hasn't moved. And he's not going to last long. I mean, it's probably ill-advised, but I might just send this flight in against the Hosho. Although the Hosho does have better AA than the Langley. Now that's amusing, like speeding up and slowing down do affect engine temperature. So I'm gonna just... So I usually like to kick the camera down so I can see what's going on. Bit of engine boost just to get it moving along. But yeah, now literally tore up my entire flight to do that. Well, we'll try another countdown. What I might do, I might launch and then wait until 30 seconds and then just put go in the chat. Actually, to be honest, the way that airstrike mode goes, you're probably better off just going when you see I actually go in the stream. But yeah. That's actually my highest damage game in the carrier. I mean, let's see if I was going to do the Langley again. I'd probably still focus on torpedoes. Might as well still go for that because it does help with your airspeed. And I'd probably still go for the same kind of inspirations. Although, actually, to be honest, the Langley's so slow that buffing her speed's worthless. So I'd probably still go for Swarovski. I think I might just leave it at that and just go for that. How would I kit the Langley up? Yeah, I'd still go for the improved return speed and the improved HP, and it's worth doing the hull upgrade for the sake of it. Rightio. Probably when you see me actually go in the stream, it's probably best to go then. Long live the Mongolian Navy. And all who sail in her. Vaz, I got the marble head in the crate yesterday. Nice. Although she's very much just a premium Omaha. It's a free premium, so you can't really complain. Yeah, I think with aircraft carrier modes, there's not much point me doing a countdown because it takes a while for me to get locked in. So if you, it's be a 15-second delay. Vaz, no, I can't complain. If I could, I'd give it back. Just take the marble head back. Just give me another crate, you know. Let me roll it again. I don't know how to try and. You almost need to like wait until it's like 30. I don't know. I have no idea how to do it. Oh god. This is a total AI game. Well, at least we get to experience the mechanics of the Langley. Because the Langley does 50 knots, I'm going to start at full speed. Oh, hey, hello. Yeah, bot central. Start off with a flight of bombers. And then just do a safety drop and get rid of 2 of them. Don't have to do that. I just like doing it. Yeah, we turn quite quickly though, which is quite nice. Caps Cup as well. Hello. I think after this game, I might take a standard ship into a carrier game, and then hopefully that'll lock us all in together quite nicely. Kaiser. Nothing. Yay! What's that? 2,000 damage with bombs. Yeah. Biggest threat for a destroyer is getting spotted. Nothing else. Yeah, we'll keep the whole flight. What's the Gisano, Kaiser, Kuma? Thing is, you can't even zoom in, so you can't even get an idea of what their angle is like. Right, gotta dodge the flat clouds. There's the Gisana. What was that? That was barely anything. I mean, we're being risky here. Nope, it doesn't matter. And we're still chugging along at 15 knots. Langley's going to be a rough carrier when it comes to the actual game. So much. The graphics in the aircraft are very good. Yes, that's one thing I'm quite surprised at, is like how they've managed to implement all these new graphics and stuff, and when the aircraft are actually up and about, they do look actually really quite interesting, and you can get a completely new perspective on the map, which I really do like. I mean, I guess it's no different to when we're just milling around in like free cam, but it's really quite interesting. Right, let's just see. Oh, so I like to fly an S towards them if I can. I think we're only going to be getting one there. Don't do corkscrews above them, that's a bad idea. Oh no. Let's slow the camera down. I've only got one bomb. Alright, I gotta do HE bombers. Straight away into a load of AA. Oh, that actually worked. I'm starting to get slightly better with the bomber aircraft. The planes sound different too. Oh yes, yes. They've actually put some effort into this. But 2 misses there. Oh. Yeah, I've got one proper drop of torpedo bombers. Need to just get close enough.
Problem solved, sir.
Probably 2. Yeah. The problem is you can't cancel. Not to my knowledge, anyway. So you have to kind of just commit to it and then go round again. I might as well just call this back. Where's our destroyer? Oh, he's there. Major, try flying over your target and then the circle back so they think they're ignoring you. Oh yeah, no, that's what I tried. That's what I tried to do. The problem is it's all AI, so they're not thinking. In the event where I can actually target a player, I will try to outsmart them. But yeah, no, trying to like loop in on the target is usually the best way to do it. Don't just fly directly at a target sometimes. That's probably, yeah, that's way off. It's so hard to get the reticle lined up at the last minute. Especially when they're actively dodging. Well, that worked. I don't know how you can get 2 defender ribbons from a single bomb. We do have 4 torpedo bombers, so we'll probably launch those. I think what we'll do next, we'll take the T-22 out, and do a non-carrier game in airstrike, and see if we can do a bit of stream sniping on that. I feel the Hosho is much better. Oh yeah, no, I completely agree. Hosho is definitely a lot more fun. Oh, I got to fly through this flak. With just one aircraft, I caught it back then. Might do a safety drop. Because I don't really seem to be able to do 2 strikes on a target often. Although I'm getting better with bombs, maybe? Actually getting bomb hits now, whereas before I was just not. Call that back. Now this is the interesting one. When your aircraft are flying back, they are still under fire. Oh no. My language decided not to go that way. We now have 2 torpedo bombers. And we're only doing 15 knots, so we're very dead soon. Matthew, I'm not too interested in carriers, just doing the missions for the crates, and then we'll focus on the C3. Yeah. It's nice to have the experience and nice to actually test them. Have to admit that. There's some interesting mechanics here. The lack of autopilot doesn't really bother me. I mean, maybe with autopilot I could have maybe told it to thread between the islands like I wanted it to, but that's probably the only thing I can complain about. I'm going to end up flying through these flat clouds. Yeah, torpedo bombing I can do. That is oh my god. United States, why did you convert a collier into an aircraft carrier?
Critical engine damage. Fighter airborne.
Right, let's launch the bombers. See if we can actually get another bomb hit this game. Because we managed to do 6 bomb hits.
Problem solved, sir.
Only 1 aircraft left, so I might as well call that back. We'll try a quick cheeky torpedo run. might be able to just chuck these at it. This is one of the most intense we've actually had a game. I'm up against a bot, I know. Let's swing it in. Should I just let it land? To be honest, I think the bombers on Langley are easier than the ones on Hosho. And that's game. Carriers of food, nom 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 nom. That can be true. They don't have a lot of armor. If there is an Omaha and Company, wait, yeah, you attack the Texas with full 6, can only get 1 strike and a good chance of all aircraft dead. Yes, that's very true. Hello, Mr. McDope. Hello, hello. Right, we shall do a non-carrier game, but an airstrike for a bit of streaming. Let's see. Let's take the, for the purpose of British heavy cruisers, we'll take the Hawkins out. Let's see. Can I turn numlock off? Do a couple of these, mix it up, see if we can chew up some aircraft carriers. Trident, straight. Oh. What did? In time, we shall get there. We shall try again. What I'll do, because it takes me a while to type the word go, just go on 1, because that'll be easier for me. Because if I have to do, I can do 3, 2, 1, but then I have to stop and then type go, and then if we do 3, 2, 1, and then go on 1, that'll probably be the best way to do it. But let's see how we can do in a Hawkins. I like the new capture and hold layout for straight here. I don't know if this has been carried over into the standard game mode as well. Be interested if they have. Interesting, yeah. I guess it's an idea of things to come. I think my AP would probably go straight through her at this range.
Torpedoes astern. Damage. Problem solved, sir.
Difficult. Oh well, next. Yeah, the alternative cap layout does look interesting. I mean, for the sake of it, I'll play an A-caster to try and like see how it's like for a destroyer. Yes. Right, I'll do a 3, 2, 1 and go on 1. Hawkins is so fragile. I have a hot shot that's just going full speed up the middle. Well, this is the thing, it nearly is like versus AI, but there's carriers. Oh, the Hosho, yeah. No, that's the thing with the Hosho. I like because she actually has some speed. I do like to try and keep up with the team. I don't like the idea of just sitting back and waiting. But the new concealment tab gives me a headache. Oh, what the? Oh, yeah. Because they copied this and stuck it in the concealment tab, and it's just like, huh? Because there's so much information, like detectability from the air, detectability from the air when you're firing, detectability from the air from smoke, detectability when firing smoke, detectability guaranteed, detectability by sea, detectability when firing your guns. It's like, just do we need that much? I guess we do. Someone somewhere for it. Oh look, there's 4 caps on this map. This is interesting. I do like that the secondaries cause you to become detected now. That was a little bit of a hack to fire secondaries into smoke while being undetected. I'll have to have a look at that.
We sank an enemy destroyer. Smoke screen set.
So far, considering that this is an aircraft carrier game, I've done absolutely nothing different. I haven't even seen an aircraft. They're all going to hit the Texas. I'm going to swing it around. Might just use the Texas as cover and getting close. Because I know the Texas won't be able to keep up with her traverse speed, so she's got to decide whether she wants to go broadside on to our Texas to try and keep her guns up on me. And if she decides not to do that, then
Enemy battleship destroyed. Problem solved, sir.
just the firework display going off in the distance. I wonder what could be over there. Cruiser planes only being 90 seconds instead of 6 minutes is a big change. Yes, that is a big change. I don't know if they actually carried that over onto standard. Not quite sure what the Omaha's going to do.
The enemy team has taken the lead. Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
Oh, contested. Oh, Phoenix.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Critical engine damage.
Problem solved, sir.
Screen set.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Yeah, next. Yahang is a good choice for a cruiser because she does have quite a good AA complement.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Sorry, I'm playing as if it's a Friday night. I do apologise.
Smoke screen set.
The glue sniffers have increased dramatically in recent hours. A study's shown. Yeah, people running for the side of the map.
The enemy battleship destroyed. The team has taken the lead.
So, yes, I know I'm playing against AI and stuff like that, but we know that the carrier player is a actual player, and in no way in this game has he impacted on my gameplay. In fact, I would say that our friendly carrier has been assistance to me. I'll admit that. Might as well let our many people that haven't played the game in a long while shaken the rust off to play CVs, that's for sure. That's probably quite true. I'm using Yahagi in my match currently. She turned out quite good because against aircraft and stuff, because I just citadeled one to pieces with 18 citadels, which really does surprise me. Everyone's still learning. Yes, with the carriers they do take, I'd say, probably about 5 games. It took me about 5 games really to probably learn enough. But I know that I've been doing some research behind the scenes and stuff like that, whereas maybe not everyone's been doing that. It's like their Langley's only just started moving. Our Langley, I don't know. I don't even know if he's moving. But yeah, the carriers have got such little health that as soon as they get pushed, they go pop. Which is really quite nice. Right, I gotta check 2 things that Vaz has brought up that I want to know for myself, and I'm just gonna have to switch. My neck hurts a little bit. Did I actually shoot down an aircraft? Oh, I shot down an aircraft. Very nice. Right. I might as well see if we get the Surrey. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Nope. Oh well. Detectability after firing secondary shells, 9.8. Detectability after firing a main gun shell. So what did you say, Vass? I do like that secondaries cause you to become detected now. That was a little hack to fire secondaries into smoke while being undetected. Yeah, but if you're firing the secondary into smoke and there's no ships within, and if the only ship that is within your detectability while firing your secondaries is in that smoke, then you still won't be spotted. So firing your secondaries, which will get you detected by aircraft and detectability by sea, would only count outside the smoke. So if the ship spotting you is outside smoke, I think if the ship is inside smoke, then they're not going to see you. If that makes sense. When a DD was warded in his smoke, they could fire and he wouldn't be spotted previously. I think that'll still be the case. Because it says detectability after firing secondary gun shells. It doesn't say anything about firing gun shells into smoke. It's very much the same as detectability after firing a main gun shell, which is different to when you're firing in smoke. But also when you're firing in smoke, it counts as if you're in smoke firing out, but also if they're in smoke and you're firing in. So I think your secondaries can still fire into a smoke screen and you won't be detected. Because whether you're in smoke or smoke screens between you and the person spotting you, or the smoke screen covers the person who's trying to spot you, then it's detectability when firing smoke. So my understanding would be that's. So basically, say I'm in an Exeter, and I'm in a smoke screen, and my secondaries start going off. I don't think my secondaries are going to change my detectability. If you get what I mean. So it's a cheeky trick I do. I set a smoke screen in an Exeter, and I'll let the enemy get close. Firing the smoke is 5 kilometers. As soon as they get to 5 kilometers, I stop firing my main guns, but my secondaries will keep going. And I don't think my secondaries are going to get me spotted, based on how this reads. Also, you were mentioning, I wanted to confirm this. Consumer duration is 100 seconds. That's because I've got Togo on this. Bad example. Let me go to. I need a cruiser where I don't have it equipped. Devonshire? Yeah, Devonshire. No, Devonshire can't take aircraft. Let's go Aoba. 100 seconds. I thought they were nerfing it to. I thought they were nerfing it to 60 seconds. 100 seconds. I thought the patch notes said that cruiser catapult fighters were being reduced from 60 seconds to 60 seconds. 360 to 60, yeah, I did say that right. It's only 100. So what made them change their mind? That's strange. Let me check in airstrike mode. Throw attacker. Still 100 seconds. I don't think they nerfed the catapult fighter as hard as they said they would. I remember the patch notes saying 90 seconds. Is it because I've got fully packed on all these commanders? Yahagi, 90 seconds. Okay, yeah, 90 seconds then. My apologies. I remember the patch notes saying 60 seconds. Unless they updated the patch notes. I guess we can all go watch my stream and check. Okay, most nerfed, yeah, most definitely nerfed. Yes, definitely nerfed. I might do let's do a T22 game, and I'll see if I can. I'll do another countdown as well. We'll see if we can get some Yeah, we'll do a countdown on this then. We'll see, because the T-22 probably has one of the best anti-aircraft complements for its tier. She's got a lot of 37mm cannons, 20mm quads as well. We're trying our best. Who's here? I like the way it's sending us all to different matches. Right, we might have to do like a community division as well. Try and see if we can pull as many players in as we can. Right, so I'm playing the DD. She's got a quad 20mm at the back. You can see she's got a load of 37mm cannons in the middle. She's also got a load of 37mm cannons round the bridge. Hello, Ryan. Hello. No worries. Another miss. This mode is bad for countdown. Yeah. I seem maybe it's just because there's so many people playing carriers. It's just pulling people in all sorts of directions. Brandon, I hope they do cross-platform soon. Yes, I do. I do hope they do. How you doing, Ryan? As well. How you doing? Good evening. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we've got an idea. So we're just gonna skirt around. Oh, there we go, Clemson. I think one thing I'd like them to do would be to allow people to look up more. That's my only issue with this, is you just can't seem to look up enough. I mean, if there is a dive bomb or squadron or something directly above you, you can't exactly look up at it enough and see where it's going. I missed out on the early CV. How the rest of you do? I managed to get the host show, but to be honest, it doesn't take long to actually unlock a carrier. It really does not take long. And there's so many people playing carriers that it's quite a lot of it is versus bot mode. Let's see what we got. We got some torpedo bombers above us trying to... I'm not sure what they're trying to do. I mean, we've shot down one aircraft, But they just, this is the thing, like aircraft carriers just don't go after destroyers because it's difficult to hit them. Lexon, hello, hello. Next year as well. Hello, hello, hello. All's going well. Playing destroyers in the airstrike mode. Played a bit of carriers as well. See how it's going. For the those applicants were silly. I would have assumed that they would have got it. Would be able to play a week early or something. Well, I thought it was like probably 20 games or something like that, but it was like, no, it's like 3. You get 3 games early access. I know why they've done it, just to make sure that there is a population of aircraft carriers straight away. The problem is, like, the population of aircraft carriers was gonna boom exponentially. That was it necessary? Not free. Yeah. The only benefit I can say of doing that was you got some accommodations. That's what I'm thankful for. A couple of universal accommodations. Oh, we've actually got a player coming after us. Oh no, our drug dealers arrived. As Jeremy Clarkson would say. Should we go? Oh, their host is nearly dead. Let's go see if we can kill a carrier. Oh, there he goes. Matthew, just got a server overload notification on airstrike. Ooh, not too surprised in all honesty. Maybe we'll do a bit standard, see if we do some the sniping there. Brandon, I just played against probably the best carrier player at the moment. He's probably played the PC version a lot. Melissa, Jericho seems to work well on the Royal Navy heavy cruisers. I think he's quite a good universal commander, I guess you could say. So it's understandable that he would be of some use. But at the moment I'm using Tennant and Fraser. Maybe we'll try a Devonshire game after this or something. Go into standard. Sergeant, hello, hello. Listen, what do you guys think about the carrier so far? Well, it's easy. Being my highest damage gain so far in a carrier was 36,000, and that was the first game in the stream. I mean, they're interesting mechanics and stuff like that. I've just been testing a couple of destroyers to see if there's anything to be scared of, but not exactly running for the hills or anything like that when it comes to carriers. They can't touch you, all they can do is spot you, and you just got to be clever enough not to get spotted. Is what I'm finding. I haven't played I have tried to play cruisers. Oh, have I just got the? I just got the Surrey. Well, I've got all the British heavy cruisers then. I think we'll go play a bit standard. Nice, nice. Oh, does that give me 2 personal? Yes, 2 personal accommodations. Nice, 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 nice. Right, let's see. Born to Swim. I just got to win some more battles in cruisers or destroyers. I've also got to shoot down some more aircraft. Born to Fly. Just got to do some more. To be honest, I think. Well, actually, considering I'm about equal, nearly. That's not too bad, actually. Right, I think we'll do some standard, and I won't be letting you stream snipe because In standard, I actually need the hope in hell. Let's see. I failed at a game in the Hawkins. Hawkins is one that I'm not too excited about. But then again, I didn't really get on with the Admiralty. Devonshire intrigues me. Yep, okay, we got the double white ensign. Steering gears, there has to be steering gears. More steering gears. Need more steering gears. Who have I been taking? Fraser. Tenant. Start off with Tenant. So we just do that one. Camouflage wise, okay, she will come with permanent camouflage eventually, but in the meantime, Hunter does look nice. I've already got quite a few British black ships. I really wish I had more of those. That looks horrible. Although tempted, I'm going to save that. Yeah, we'll do a Hunter. There we go, got Hunter. Right, let's go full potato. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Kind of annoying how they wrecked the black camo. It used to be so glossy and nice. Did it? I don't remember it. I always remember it being quite a dull one. It is difficult to tell because so many bots are out there, but there doesn't seem to be a lot more ships constantly detected. Yes, yeah, I think there's a lot more ships being detected. That is true. I think the role of spotting is now more shared between the carrier and the destroyers. The destroyers where the carrier isn't working. I think that's quite true. Lexington, I think 2 current carriers are a little weak. We are at tier 3. As we go up, they will get stronger. So let's see what next week holds with tier 5 carriers. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. At the moment, to be honest, I don't mind them being a little bit weak because a lot of their abilities are kind of like passive rather than offensive. So it's going to be interesting to see. Fourth gamer, the impact of the carriers won't be definitely assessed until the high tier carriers are out. Yes. Full. Kind of annoying how they. I think I read that one. Melissa, what's set upon talent major? Ingenious, full speed ahead, Belarusia, steer clear, fully packed. Inspirations are Azure Lane, Baltimore, and Von Muller. So it's so your base trait's reducing coming damage to your citadel, then it's reducing coming damage to your ship, plus an indicator telling you how many people are targeting you, plus improved rudder shift and improved speed, then more rudder shift, then more speed, then more consumables, then your inspirations are more rudder shift, more speed, and then modules wise I've gone for rudder shift, more rudder shift. Basically, I've gone for as kitey as possible. And I'm hoping that this will give me the ability to avoid incoming fire. Quick look at the shipping forecast. Hatsuharu, Fubuki, Jervis, London, Leander, York, Algeria, California, Arizona. Only the 2 battleships. Now the London smoke's up. Right, I've got to go around the island, so if Akatsuki can break off that way, then I can cover him. But if he just goes down the funnel and down the throat of the Hatsuharu, I mean, okay, if he's a capable player, go for it. But I'm giving him that option of, look, if you want to break off and for me to try and cover your retreat, I'm here. You're right. I think you're right. I think these tier 3 cars are more of a spotting than actual damage dealers. Yeah, considering I've started to get reasonable at them. There goes the Akatsuki. Started to get reasonable at them. I'm not amazing or anything like that. And my highest damage game is only about 36,000 damage. Right, there's no point me rushing around there because I know there's an Akatsuki now. I'd rather play the wet long game and just fall back a little bit. Especially when there's a California over there. And then Arizona, so both their battleships are here. 2 ships that I really don't want to be coming up against. Actually, if the Hatsuharu's forced around the corner... Yeah, I know. Oh, you got to flush him round though, Icarus. Arizona's getting in too close though. No, she's broken off the other way. Okay. Surrey does look interesting. I know she's a what-if design, but she does look interesting. And to be honest, she actually looks British. Like, you can look at her and just go, yeah, British design, 1940-ish. Probably like late 30s, early 40s. You could see this being designed. You know, it wouldn't be designed due to British doctrine, because the British doctrine was, well, you can shoot, you can only, with the rangefinders of the 1920s and 30s, you could only hit something at the same distance. So an 8-inch gun, even though it gives you more range, due to range finding, you were kind of restricted to the same range as a 6-inch gun. And a 6-inch gun is just that much faster firing and that much lighter, so you can have more 6-inch guns. That's why the British doctrine, after the County class and the York class cruisers, moved towards light cruisers like the Leander, the Amphion, and the Towns, because it was about how much more firepower you could get down range, weight of volleys, and they did graphs comparing broad rate, almost like a rate of fire and shell weight going down range, and you can just see the lines, and it's just like they get, when you look at like the town class, they chuck so much shells down range in comparison to the heavy cruisers. Fourth again with pan-European flag. Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting to see it. What that means in the future. Pan-European destroyers would be most interesting. The HE does hit hard. I mean, I know I should switch to AP, but part of me is like, wow, I'm really smacking this Leander. Let's try a bit of AP next. They're very accurate guns. I'm gonna give it that. They are very accurate guns. Surrey's got very accurate guns. This is the first time I've played her. You know that because you just saw me get her out of crate. Those are really accurate guns. Surrey's interesting. In games where you have the ability to dictate the engagements and stay at range, I think she's quite nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. Anyway, I have a lot of this chat to catch up with, so while I'm unspotted, let's see what we can do. Brandon, I don't see the point in buying tier 1, well, step 100 of the campaign the first day. No, neither do I. I boost 1 week because then I can get it 1 week early, and it takes a bit of stress off me. But boosting the whole thing, I don't understand it. Vaz, I'm literally watching a game go the full 15 minutes with only 3 ships alive, both carriers and an AI battleship. Oh, painful. For the game, it sounds like the average airstrike match, Baz. Baz, is it just me, or did they change the Polish flags in game? Yeah, they changed the pan-European flag as, yeah, for the game picked up. Very interesting. In preparation for something, maybe? That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I wouldn't expect it, like, straight away, but if they do introduce pan-European destroyers, then earliest, I would say, would be April? I mean, I'd be surprised if they slam it on us straight away and say, deal with this as well, straight after the British. I really need a haircut. I'm sorry, I'm manicuring myself as I look in the look in the top right corner. Oh, as soon as the hairdressers or the barbers all open up again, I'm going straight down there for a haircut. I haven't had a haircut since August. Lockdown's horrible. The wife keeps threatening to cut my hair. I keep telling her I don't want to go bald yet. Gamer. I mean, yeah, the Polish have started a campaign of world domination and changed the flag to do better. Brandon, saving my global to do XP for one of the European DDs. Fair enough. Vaz, here goes my first game using the carrier. Wish you luck. Good, best of luck to you, Vaz. Best of luck. But yeah, good luck, Vaz. You got to get used to ranging of the planes, and rest is not too hard to figure out. Miss my Joe, I wish that World Warships would just let us complete our weeklies when they're doing all this other stuff. Yeah. Melissa, thoughts on the Albemarle? It's a Cheshire hull, but it's at tier 7. Now, necessarily that might not be a bad thing, unless you want to start talking about legendary tier and Yamatos, and then that becomes a bit more of a concern. Like, Cheshire's hull does not stand up well to 16-inch guns. When you end up in a tier 6 and 7 game, 16-inch guns just go straight through you. It's one of the reasons why I go for such a kitey build. So with Albemarle being the same hull but a tier higher, where there's more 16-inch guns, it's a tough one to call. I did come over here for the California, but I don't want to push him, and he's gone and tucked him behind the island. And I can't see his Arizona. Hopefully the California should pack up. And then I can just do some kite. Yeah, there we go. Belfast's done the job. And I should be able to just kite away. That's my job. You're welcome to come and try my salon stateside and get your hair done there. I would be very intrigued if it wasn't for the $2,000 of flight tickets and hotels. Also, they probably wouldn't let me back in the country without a negative COVID test. Okay, I was hoping that maybe if that would be enough angle. Oh god, he's gonna fire another volley. Right, don't angle, just dodge. Remember that he's got 2 turrets out of sync from the others. Okay. Because he's dodging torpedoes, he's having to swing it. Now he's going to have guns loaded. Thankfully he's still sailing into my range, so at the moment I can actually shoot him without being detected because he's sailing into my gun range. Rayso David, hello, good to see you. Before we go, seems like any hit takes off a chunk. Oh yes, it will. The armor is thin. Is the best way to put it. To be fair, you are stern taking most of the stern tanking most of the time, but you are getting hit hard. That's the thing. It's very much dodge. Don't get hit. However, I'm happy with that. I can't complain with the first game in her. Usually, when I do first games in things, I absolutely potato it really hard and make a bad impression. I mean, if we take one look at the armor, you can see what's. Would you recommend Mini Belly? If you're going to use Mini Belly, you might as well try and complement it by using Refill Station on Fraser. That's why she gets hit hard. I was trying to angle it. I should have just dodged it. I think that's really how you're going to have to survive in a. Just dodge as much as possible. Keep that range between you and the enemy battleships as much as possible. Even cruisers are going to tear you up. You're very much a behind the front line ship, I think, would be the best way to put it. But accurate. Very accurate, I thought. So maybe if you say I wasn't going to be using Tenant, the thing is you would have to sacrifice steer clear for it. That's the problem. Oh no, you'd have to sacrifice a repair party for it. I mean, you could do that. You could take Moon Belly and Refill Station, and still keep rudder shift and speed and stuff. I just think if you're going to try and use Moon Belly, you probably want to try and like just double. If you're focusing on reload speed, then you probably want to try and like double down on it and try and make sure it's complementing something. Because I find sometimes if you just take a trait on its own, it doesn't seem to complement anything. Then its worth is like reduced. So that's why like on this Tenant build, I've gone for speed, rudder shift, and speed, and complemented that with more speed, more rudder shift. I'm just squeezing every bit I can out of it, and they're kind of complementing each other. I mean, I've focused in on one area, I guess you could say. Brandon just started playing the Massachusetts yesterday. It is quite good. The only downside I can probably say about the Massachusetts at the moment is the sheer overpopulation we seem to be suffering from at the moment. It's just like you go into a game and it's a total number of 8 Massachusetts split between 2 sides, and it's like, oh great, 16-inch guns. Glad I'm not playing it. Oh wait, I am. But yeah, Surrey's. I'm pleasantly surprised with Surrey. I know it was a tier 6 and 5 game. I mean, what's with my Fraser build, rudder shift's down to 3.3 seconds. That's why I want the rudder shift on the Cheshire, about 3 seconds. So I feel a lot more justified with that. Actually, considering the changes, alright, go on Eternal. If anyone else wants the division up, then just shout and we'll start rotating people through. I might take the Cossack outpost patch, because her torpedo reload boost and her main battery, her torpedo reload speed and her main battery have both been buffed. So potentially it could be interesting, because yeah, her reload speed for her main battery is reduced by half a second, and her torpedo reload speed has been reduced by about 20 seconds. Okay, we got to about 200 of those. I need to convert about 50 of them. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so we'll give Cossack a go. Give Cossack a go. Carrier division. Well, we could do a carrier division maybe after this or something. But yeah, we'll jump in with this. The Cossack secondaries always crack me up. I put a Hipper inspiration on it before, just for the laughs. I have contemplated that myself. It's amusing how many close quarter medals I get with the Cossack sometimes. That little dual purpose 4-inch gun is an absolute godsend sometimes, for that little bit of extra. Oh, Miss McJoe's free. Okay, I'll pick you up next as well. And I'll fold you into the division. 4th game of specialising, yeah, that's what I like to do with my inspirations, is like assist with that specialisation. So if I was going for a reload build on a cruiser, then I'd take Refill Station as a legendary trait, and then I'd probably chuck in as inspirations Mimabelli and Madden, you know, just really focus in on it. And if it's a tier 7, grab that main battery mod that reduces reload speed, you know, like try and focus to specialise onto something, because sometimes taking commanders who a bit of this and a bit of that sometimes does help. Server overload on standard. On standard. Right, well, Mr. McJam, today's your lucky day. While we're doing that, oh, command crate. Reinhard Shear. You any good to me? No, you're no good to me. Okay. I'll leave the invite there then, because I suspect you're probably in a game, and we'll try again. Oh, Borgon has arrived. Let's see. Probably got between half an hour and 45 minutes of the stream left. We could go play some we'll do an aircraft carrier game or something after this. Just making sure I haven't missed anything in the chat. Might as well do the usual plug, guys. If you can, give the stream a thumbs up. That would be much obliged if you could. And as always, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. This is a special stream, but I do stream every Friday, along with other content as well. And I think super chats are enabled, so if you want to. Like, YouTube approved my channel for monetization in like 2 days, but I still don't have the community tab. It's like, it's the community tab I'm after. I don't really care too much about monetization. I'm not putting adverts on these, so enjoy the advert-free content. I hate adverts, and therefore I would never want to make someone else suffer through them. It's one of the reasons why when I watch YouTube I use a ad blocker, and it works. It's brilliant, especially when you want to listen to music and stuff like that. Just skip straight through them. And it's a free ad blocker as well. I can't remember what it's called. Brandon, I'm literally getting rushed by six ships teams in useless. But they were worried you would spout British ship supremacy on your posts. That's probably why. But okay, come on, stream. You know, chat. They are the best ships. Unless it's tier 4, then they're rubbish. What we got in the enemy team? Icarus, Sirius, Jervis, New Orleans, Queen Elizabeth, New Mexico, Snop, Guneisenhower. We got 2 battleships here. We probably got Division I. No, we got shot. Guneisenhower. Pardon me. Probably, I would argue it's warranty. Oh, nice work, oh god. Very nice work. Eternal... to be honest, you'll be... it's the 16-inch guns of the Snop you want to be very worried about. Now, War God should be... okay, what was he in? It was in Akatsuki, okay. I thought he's running the Sirius Atsuyu. I do look forward to testing the tier 6s next week. 5.2. Okay, that's not too bad actually.
Smoke jet.
So no.
Smoke screen set.
Where'd this knob go? Miss my joke, I gave my life up for you. You know me and torts. You have an you seem to always find them, even if they're not aimed at you. Brandon, I really hate the team sometimes. That's why, like, sometimes you just have to, like, not let it get to you. I think if you just let the, like, teams and stuff get to you all the time, then you kind of just give up on the game. Whereas I have a bit of a happy-go-lucky attitude to it all. I mean, yeah, sometimes you get teams and you just go, oh god, what are they doing? But, like, if you just sit there swearing away at them and stuff like that, then it's not healthy. Brandon, how do people not know what to do at tier 7? Because it doesn't take much to get to tier 7. It really doesn't. That's what always surprises me, is how little you have to do to get to tier 7. If you want to get to tier 7, and you can do it in a month or less. If you just push hard, you could do it in about a matter of maybe 2 weeks. And so when you consider it only takes 2 weeks to get to the top tier of the game, which a lot of people probably will do because they think, oh, tier 7's the best, like, you know, like, get to the best thing, and then it's all great and hunky-dory and I don't have to try too hard. And so they blitz it to tier 7, they don't know the mechanics of the game. And so sometimes you do have to, like, I know you get weekend warriors and things like that, but at the end of the day you have to kind of cut them a little bit of slack every now and then. Well, this is interesting. See my 40 mils open up. Okay, this looks really nice. The actual AA and how it works. Wait, who's what? So they're all so close to each other that I can't actually see. I think we've just got their entire team here. While I chat away. Oh, shot down a plane. Nice. Yeah, ooh. Well, that was a really strange game. Just tied them up for ages and won on points, I think. As bottom of the table, my first carry game with 386 XP on the winning team in a rob. 1 torpedo and 2 bombs for 7,600 damage. I know it's rough. It's tough to get the damage. Right. To keep people entertained, we will have a crack at an aircraft carrier game. Not necessarily sure which one of us wants to take the carrier. Whether I should say, well, because I'm streaming, I should get the carrier. Or do the host show. God, where's the others goes? Not me. But yeah, well, best of luck, Major. Evening. Enjoy the last of the stream, everyone. Thank you for coming along, Thought for Gamer. Have a good evening, afternoon, or even good night, wherever you are in the world. PS probably should have put carrier in the title to get more traffic. I've played more non-carrier games than carrier games this actual stream, so I think if I put carrier in the title, I'd probably only be misleading and disappointing. I did put CV special, but to be honest, I suspect there's a lot of people trying to stream carriers right now, so I'm probably just another leaf on the breeze. It's going to be interesting with the tier 5s being able to actually drop fighters, because then you'd do that to support your destroyers and also to try and like keep control of a cap. It's quite amusing the way you got Japanese aircraft with no markings flying over an American battleship. They do make some strange choices for the backgrounds. Right, fault line domination. Oh, suddenly there's loads of players. Okie dokie. What's the two destroyers over there? They're both AI. Alright, so my first thoughts is a flight of bombers. Just get rid of 2 of our aircraft. Because it's quite early in the game, so the AA is going to be quite clustered. Also, everyone's AA is going to be still working, so I don't necessarily want to be losing loads of aircraft straight away. Spotted. So, this is actually quite interesting because I'm moving in support of our destroyer. Enemy torpedo bomber spotted. Two enemy destroyers spotted over there. Kamikaze, well, I know the AA on the Kamikaze is pretty poor. This is not going to be going well. More just being an irritant still, I think. But this is exactly what a carrier should be doing at the start of the game. Problem is, I just can't seem to get bombs on target. Nah, I can't get bombs on target. Really need to lead. This is the thing. This is the first time I've tried bombing a kamikaze, or even a destroyer with decent speed. Now he is trying to make a run towards his. And we missed. Right, we'll call that back. I'm just going to cycle over to my torpedo bombers. I am going to point my aircraft carrier this way. Just because of the battleship. What they got? The Julius Caesar and an Omaha. There we go. That should do it. Didn't kill the kamikaze, unfortunately. Couldn't bomb the kamikaze. Julius Caesar hasn't got the cruiser on his left, so that's why I want to be coming in against the Julius Caesar. In fact, I might try and wait for these. Just gonna fly over the kamikaze and keep it spotted. Right, I'm going to do this drop and then I need to get control of my carrier and start turning it down towards Bravo. Right, I need to get back. Right. Haven't got long, so we're going to try and just do a quick bomb run. See if we can find this destroyer. Haggy. Neptune's beard. This guy kicked me around the wrong side of the island. Oh well, that's probably the most fun you've actually been able to have with the carrier. Went to sea to turn the points around. Fair enough, fair enough. When is that 4-team game mode coming? Oh, Arena. Yeah, okay. AK Den's answered that. Well, hello, AK Den as well. Hello, hello. That's so many missions for so many different upcoming things. I know what you mean. Right, I know. I just got server overload screen as well. Yeah, it seems to be quite a bit of server overload with World of Warships at the moment. Faz, the guns and the Hawkins look like pirate ship cannons. And they're interesting at best. I think we might have time for one more game, and we might do one more carrier game. So probably just, yeah, there you go. Oof. Something which feels like you're putting a lot of effort in sometimes. It just feels like getting nothing out of it. Oh. One more. And then that'll be the stream. Good choices, gentlemen. See how long the matchmaking takes. But it's an enjoyable. Yeah, I don't mind them though. It's just the wait times at the moment, and also the server overloads. It'd be interesting to see how it is next week with the tier 5s and being able to play tier 6s, because it'd be interesting to compare like the tier 6 anti-aircraft. I wonder how vicious Flint and Atlanta are going to be. Plus also now you're going to be getting Helena, Pensacola, Dallas, New Orleans. Ooh. MTCG, Farragut is better than Kamikaze where aircraft are involved. Yeah, no, like with a Kamikaze it's like just keep flying over them. Wakeful? Kamikaze. Yahagi, Montecuccoli, Kaiser, Langley. So as you've already seen, I put it in full speed ahead. My aim is to probably get near Alpha and support my team as much as possible. Gonna start off with bombers as always. Safety drop. This squadron's to go out and do some spotting, not really to do much damage, so if it gets torn up, I'm only going to lose 4 aircraft, and I've still got a squadron ready to go back at the carrier. Yahagi, that's going to have quite decent AA. Kaiser. And we got Wakeful as well. Blast, I lost sight of the Yahagi. No, she's way behind me, right. back to the carrier, which is at the moment just ploughing it into A, so just going to slow it down a little bit, get the torpedo bombers away. Ah, I can do. We've only got 4, so might as well go dive bombers. Don't want to get the engine too hot. I just call these back and put some pedal to the metal. Yes, get flight torpedo bombers away. Captain in there. Well, there's the thing. Please note, my aircraft carrier is in the cap. It's not at the back of the map. It's not still where I spawned. It's in the cap. I'm with my team. I'm doing what carriers should do, I think. There's a kamikaze there. So I'll be coming back with bombers to keep the kamikaze spotted. At the moment, I just need to dodge the flak puffs. Head down for a torp run. And I will just call these 2 back to the carrier. Yeah, so I'm just going to go keep the kamikaze spotted now. While I have my carrier heading towards their carrier. And I'll ram him if I have to. There we go. Kamikazes are quite quick. We'll just get rid of just drop those bombs. We'll call the flight back. We'll start heading towards their carrier, who hasn't moved. Well, if he has moved, he's only moved backwards. Oh, that's the thing, aircraft carriers literally do tear you up. However, there goes the carrier. So, I'd like to say that is probably a better way to play carriers than we're seeing. Actually, obviously I have the advantage of playing in the division, so I know that these two guys are actually going to play the game, I can follow them in, things like that, and I know that we're mutually going to assist each other. So that's obviously one benefit there. But yeah, like, keep up with your team if you can. Don't just sit still. We're seeing too many people just sit still. Because if you sit still, you have to fly there, fly back, fly there. If you keep moving, you're keeping it shorter. And torpedo bombers, yeah, fine. I'm happy with them. The HE bombers, it's going to take more practice, but I look forward to actually getting better at them. Dodging flak, S shapes. Because the flak bursts, and it's flying through the bursts that hurt, so dodge. With the torpedoes, bombers, as you go down, slow down your engines. It makes it narrower. Because you're moving slower, you can make those adjustments without it fanning out as much as possible. Safety drops, sometimes it can help just conserve aircraft, especially if you know you're just sending out aircraft and they're probably going to die. Conserve a couple. So at the start of the game I use HE bombers because I know there's a lot of AA out there, there's a lot of cluster of AA out there, and I'm just going to go out to spot. Don't really care if I bomb anything, I might have a crack, but I don't want to lose 6 aircraft doing it. So I'll send 2 back to the carrier by just doing a safety drop, and then I'll fly around with 4. But yeah, I don't mind them. You know, like, that's probably the best game I've had in one. Thanks to the division, so thank you. Obviously, I'm still the worst player on my team because the rest of them are bots. But it feels like it's getting there. I'm getting there. I'm enjoying them. I think, yeah, I'm liking them. Right. Thank you guys for coming along to the division, much obliged. I shall dismiss the division, and so that means we're not having any shenanigans. I personally do think the Hosho is better. I'd like to remind everyone that any skill that increases the damage of the bombs or the torpedoes doesn't actually work. So with your commanders, pick the other abilities, and with your inspirations, don't pick inspirations that affect torpedoes, like torpedo detection range or torpedo damage. They don't work. Okay, so just mess around with a couple of things. When you're doing inspirations, check it actually works. To be honest, I think with these aircraft carrier commanders though, probably just run them naked. Don't worry about inspirations. But yeah, that's my summary. So if you are here at the end, there's my summary. This has been a 2-hour and 12-minute stream, doing a mix of aircraft carriers. There's some stuff at the beginning if you have missed it. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has come along. Let me just change the music to the outro music that I like to do. There we go, a bit of Colonel Bogey's March. And I think, just because we did have a very nice game in her, we will have the Surrey on screen for the very end. She served us very well. So I'd like to say thank you. Let's scroll it all the way back to the start. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you to Las Vegas, to Brandon ABC, to DJ Shag, to Sniper Patch, to Caps Cup. I'd like to say thank you to a name that was. I'd like to say thank you to Tasulukau Adventures. Apologies if I do pronounce that wrong. Thank you to Matthew Riley as well. Thank you for coming along. Thank you to Mr. McJob, and thank you to a name that was and Mr. McJob for joining in with the community division as always. So much obliged, much obliged. I'd like to say thank you to GK Racer, hello, as well. I'd like to say thank you to Ryan Twin, and thank you to Nextera Gamer as well, and thank you to Lexion West, and thank you to Thoughtful Gamer if I've missed that one. Thank you to Melissa Smith. Thank you to Citron18 or Citron18. Thank you to Russell David Martinez. I hope I got that correct. Thank you to AK Dan as well. Thank you. And thank you to MTCD. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a good night wherever you are in the world. As always, if you can, give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel massively. If you already are subscribed, let's say thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. We managed to pass our 1,000 sub milestone, so much appreciated, much obliged. Also, like to say if you're not a subscriber, can I persuade you? But yeah, no, thank you to everyone. And I might as well say thank you to the patrons as well. I know that some of you are here, so let's say thank you. And if you do want to support the channel on Patreon, the link is under the About tab. Also, we do community spotlight videos on a Monday, so if you want to send in any of your game captures for my commentary and tactical overlays, depending on whether it's amateur reports or sea trials, then the email address is also under the About tab. It's also Patreon, and the email address is linked in some way on every single video, I think, apart from maybe the really old stuff, which I probably need to re-record at some point because it's getting on a bit, let's be honest. But yeah, thank you everyone, much obliged. Well, toodle pip and cheerio everyone. Have a good evening.